is Neil August. Neil, will you tell us Bruce's parameters?
It's making a speech to make them laugh from the humorous speaking manual. I'm guessing the length of the speech is 6 to 8 minutes? 5 or 5 to 7. And the purpose of the speech is, the project is the speaker to present a 5 to 7 minute speech that begins and ends with humorous story and uses several jokes in the speech body.
Could we get the timing, Fanny, on the speech? 5 to 7.
5 minutes, green light on. 6 minutes, yellow light on. And 7 minutes, the red light will be on. And you have 30 seconds to wrap up.
Now, Bruce has been a Toastmaster since 2009. His background is in design, manufacture, and sales of fine jewelry for the past 40 years. Tonight's speech is project number 3, Make Them Laugh, from the Advanced Communication Series Manual, Humorously Speaking. The title of tonight's speech is The Funniest Memories I Have from My Days. The funniest memories I have from my days in retail sales. Please help me give him a great big hand, Bruce Schacter.
Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. I remember when Inga from Sweden walked into the Robert M. Glass Jewelry Company where I was working back in the early 80s. She asked me, what do men like to wear around their neck? And I showed her, back then, many young men were wearing chains around their neck, and I showed her. I always wore a Jewish star, an Italian horn, and a razor blade. And I told her, people don't know if I'm Jewish, Italian, or suicidal. She said, is that really what men wore around their neck? I said, your pair of thighs would be even better. I have been in retail jewelry in California. That was for 6 years in retail jewelry, a year in New Jersey, and a year in Chicago. I merchandised this catalog for S.A. Peck & Company, and it was also used by us at the Robert Glass Jewelry Company. What made us so special is that we sold jewelry for just 50% over our actual cost. Most jewelry stores that you go into today are going to charge, if it cost $1,000 for the jewelry buyer to put it in the showcase, chances are they have it priced at $3,500, maybe even $4,000. It's also because a lot of jewelers know in advance people are going to want the very best price, and they'll cut the price, but they'll still be making an exorbitant profit. If it cost us $1,000, we sold it for $1,500. There was never a sale, there was never any discount. Now, in Los Angeles, California, where I had always wanted to go, there were movie stars that would come into our showroom. We were in a penthouse. We operated very privately. This catalog was sent to these special zip codes for the high earners in Bel Air, in Brentwood, in Marina del Rey. People did not walk in off the street to our showroom, either in Chicago or in our penthouse location in Los Angeles. But word of mouth spread. I'll never forget the day that a woman, and everyone had to be buzzed in, of course, a woman comes in with a flourish. We had a security guard that would always open the door for whoever was there ringing the bell. And she came over to me. I was always hanging out at that front showcase. And she said, I'm going to introduce you to someone You refer to him only and always as Excellency. In walks Cardinal Timothy Manning of the Archdiocese of Los Angeles. I became his personal jeweler. He actually collected watches. He was always interested in watches, Rolex, Piaget. He also owned a Seiko. Well, after a few years, and we were friends, I remember the day I am entertaining, because I'm the person that bought all of the merchandise in here for both locations. We also had a huge mail order business. I would see vendors. This particular day, the vendor for pearls came into our showroom. And that was Avi Raz, A to Z Pearl Company. Well, he's showing me pearls, and I'm buying pearls from him, and he shows me something very special. A strand of the rarest pearls, which are golden pearls from the Philippines. All of a sudden, I look up, presenting His Excellency, and in comes, and he's dressed, not in a business suit, he's dressed up as the Cardinal, in his Cardinal outfit, with a little red yarmulke. And he comes over, and he starts, we say hello, and I introduce him to Jay Goldberg, who happens to be the pearl, one of the pearl salesmen. He's there with Avi Raz. And I'm showing Timothy Manning. I'm explaining to him about the pearls, and he points to the golden pearl necklace, and they were large, beautiful pearls. And he looks at me and he says, Bruce, how did they get their color? Which is when Jay says, the Filipinos, they pee in the water.
Oh my.
Well, I'll tell you about the epiphany that I had when I was working on Worth Avenue. I would get phone calls all the time from people asking for a price. In fact, my phone is ringing right now. Excuse me. Yes? Hello, this is Bruce at Kaufman de Suisse. How may I help you? It's another one of those customers wanting something. Okay, he's looking for a carat to a carat and a half round diamond. What else could you tell me about it? He's telling me the color and clarity. Yeah, go on. And he's telling me that he has a budget between $3,000 and $3,900. I already know from experience, this person I have on hold, he hasn't even been in a jewelry store to look at actual diamonds. He's been on the internet. He's been shopping for price. Right. How much did you want to spend then? Oh, you're looking for a better price than the $3,500 or $3,900. Hold on one second. And this is what I began saying to customers that call. There's a beautiful lady, there's a lady in front of me. I'm not going to tell you anything else except that her measurements are 36, 24, 36. Is this someone you would want to meet? How can you tell how beautiful she is from the measurements I gave you? And that's my point. That's my point. I am the professional. If you want to see a diamond that's not dead, come and visit me in the showroom on Worth Avenue. This is what happens. You know, a lady came in and she showed me, Bruce, look what I bought in Macy's, 70% off. She showed me a chain. It's a herringbone chain. I put it on the scale in the back. I came back out. I show her another chain that I have. It's exactly the same and it weighs more. I said, I would sell this to you for less. why don't you return it? She said, I can't, it was 70% off. I'm gonna tell you one story in closing, and over the years, there've been 100 different incidents, and these are certain ones that I remember. It was a Friday night when I'm working in Worth Avenue. A man comes in with an absolutely beautiful young girl. He's gotta be my age, mid-60s or something, and she's in her 20s for sure. She could be a pole dancer. She is just outrageously beautiful. He says, I'm looking for an engagement ring. My budget is about $5,000. I happen to have a few pieces. I bring them out from the window, the engagement rings were in the window, and he takes a look at them, and she says, no, I don't like those. I want that one that I saw, which is a 4-carat emerald cut. Actually, the way it's cut, it looks like a coffin. It was just too long. It was narrow and too long. I bring it out, it's priced at like $38,000. She tries it on, it actually fits. He says, she's thrilled. She says, this is what I want. He says, you know what? It's late, it's Friday. I'm gonna write out a check. I want you to hold it for me. I'll come back Monday and we'll take care of this. I'm excited. And she is excited, she's happy, they both leave. Over the weekend, I'm just dreaming of my 5% commission. I feel very good about this. Come Monday morning, I call the bank. Insufficient funds. When he comes back, he came back smiling to pick up his check. I said, you know, you don't have enough funds in here. Maybe you have a credit card? He says, I don't really want to buy it. I said, so what was it all about? He says, I had one hell of a weekend.
Oh.